starting off with test 1, which is that the home screen loads. Next we skip to test 36, which is that when the mouse moves over the leave button, it turns red. And also test 37, where the cursor changes from a mouse to a hand when it hovers over buttons to show that you can click it. Back to test 2, which shows that the leave button fully closes down the program. Then we're going to click on the first form, which is the league table, which covers tests 6 to 11. As it shows all the teams are generated into the table, start on 0 points for everything. Then you can click the update button, which updates the game, goal difference by calculating the goals scored, goals conceded, and assigns points to the teams, then orders them based on those points. You can keep clicking this, which adds each time and update all the statistics. This keeps going. Or you can click the end season button, which automatically fills out the table for what would happen if the season was played. And also demonstrate test 12, which is the main menu button, to show that it will take us back to this main menu where we can click on other forms. As we can see, taking a deeper look into the code behind the league table, that when we click update, it generates the home goals. As you can see, 0. We continue, that goes, so it generates 6. If we continue, shows that they got 7 away goals, then calculates a goal difference, which is -1. And if we continue again, we can see it calculates the old goal difference, which is 0, because that's what it started on. Add the new goal difference, which is -1, to create the value of -1, which goes into the goal difference column of the table. It does the same for the goals scored, so that adds it onto 0, and goals away. It also does the same for the points, so they got 0. So 0 points, so stay on 0. If we continue this through, you can see after one full run through, this is how it looks when it's ordered. And if we click the update button again, we can see how it adds it onto the to the new existing goal difference there. So if we continue through, the old goal difference is 1, and the new is 2, which gives us the value 3. Same with the goals scored. The old was 9, the new is 3. This is 12, and conceded under their points as well. So they started with 3, and they gained 3 more. But no. And then this keeps adding on for how many times you want. This also has the light green for first place, which are champions, 2 for the playoffs, and then a red to show that they're in the relegation zone. Next form you're going to look at is the fixtures form. There's a breakpoint in here added that shows each time it runs, it will generate fixtures, which can be viewed. So create home team, away team, and a date. Each time this runs, creates a new fixture which is added to the table. It's shown it. When the breakpoint is taken out, you can see in the table all these fixtures are generated with different dates so that the games are not played. 2 of the same teams do not play on the same time. And these run through all the teams, home and away. this shows tests 32 to 35. And again, the main menu button works to take us back to this main menu. Next test we're going to be looking at are 3 and 4, which is through the referee login. So this will take us to a new page. And if we put in the username, which is referee, and then a password which is incorrect, and click login, as we can see here, the failed attempts starts at 0. If we click continue, the password turns red to show that that's the part of those incorrect. And if we put in another incorrect password, you can see the attempts increases to 1. And if we keep repeating this until it reaches 3, we'll be locked out for 10 seconds. You can see the button can't be clicked. And then if we click the correct password after we're allowed to click it again, that takes us to the referee page, where, as we can see, the Dijkstra's shortest path has told us that the nearest stadium to the referee is Deepdale with the distance. As we can see, looking into the code, if we had breakpoints in, first time running holds no destination. It holds no current node. It's going to node 1. We click continue. It's visited. And if we click continue again, visited, we can see all set to false as it is not visited any yet. If we carry on through, it's currently at node 1. Its destination is node 2. And the visited has changed. The visited has changed so that the first one is true, now it has visited it. And it repeat this to go through all of them until they're all true. Like this. So when they're all equal true, it'll come up with this displaying which is the closest to them. You can also click this button, which is the other stadiums, which shows us the distances from the home of the referee to those stadiums in case he has a match at one of those. So it shows Racecourse Ground 10 kilometers away, which is the furthest. And again, the main menu button works to take us back to the main page. The next form to test is the top players form, which goes through test 22 to 29. When it's loaded on, it has all the names of players for each class, for each data grid, and it generates, for this one, assists for each player, goals, saves, red cards, and yellow cards. And you can sort these 3 by highest to lowest, showing which ones scored the most, assisted or saved the most, or you can see from least at the top. And then for this bookings one, you can sort from yellow cards, most yellow cards, or you can sort by red cards, showing that Noah Singleton got 7 red cards. And again, main menu button works to take us back to here. Now testing the last form, add and update players. We click on that. We can test by, if we input some data into the first few boxes and then click add before all the data is inputted. These turn red to indicate that they've not been filled in. And if we fill in some more of them and then click add again, they will turn black to show that they're now okay, and the other one will stay red. And you see test 40, this drop down box shows all the teams in the league, where the user can select which one they're in. They click that and then click add. this breakpoint in the show codes that each of these have been filled with the ID number, the text from the text boxes containing all the information that needs to be. And then if we continue, this is then added to the data grid view, where it can be viewed. Also test 16, where if we click on this, click update, all the relevant information is put back into the correct boxes and can be changed. So I can change this to different name, click save. That's then changed in this to represent the new information. Can then demonstrate tests 17, 18, and 19, which is I can delete the selected player. If I click delete, and then put in the password, and then click validate, it deletes the player from the table. I can then again click main menu to take me back to there. In this, I can also demonstrate the clear button, whereas if I start entering data and decide that I don't want to finish that, if I click the clear button at the bottom, this clears all the boxes so I can start again, and this will not affect anything future on. It still adds as normal.